that makes a huge difference. And that makes them start to see their worth, that they are allowed someone's time.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
We're concluding, which I'm really sad about this morning, we're concluding our amazing Small Charities Week. We have spoken to some absolutely incredible and wonderful people all of this week about the amazing work that happens across Oxfordshire, and that is no different with our last guest today. We've got Emma and Louise from Home-Start Banbury, Bicester and Chipping Norton. Good morning to you both. Thanks so much for joining us. Really, really appreciate it. Now, funny enough, last year we spoke to your colleagues in the south of the county. So now we're speaking to what you guys up in the north and the amazing work you do around Banbury, Bicester and Chipping Norton. Just remind everyone about Home-Start and the great work that you do.
Certainly. So we are a small charity. As you said, there's 3 Home-Starts in Oxfordshire. We're the one that covers Banbury, Bicester and Chipping Norton, so the north of the county. We're a family support charity supporting parents who have young children under the age of 5. Anyone who's parented young children knows it's an absolute joy, but it also comes with the challenges, and it comes with challenges whatever circumstances you're living in. But for some of the families we support, they are struggling with isolation, poor mental health, and more complex circumstances as well, in terms of perhaps have experienced domestic abuse or are refugees, etc. And so we're there to stand alongside them, to give them some support, and to hopefully help those difficult times feel a little bit easier.
Yeah, one of those things that becoming a parent is one of those amazing things in life. It's a complete game changer. It's absolutely wonderful and incredible, but also maybe overlooked and maybe sort of forgotten about. It is the incredibly difficult side effects and also the side effects that you sort of touched on there as well. The joy of bringing new life into the world is one thing, but it comes with a whole host of, I don't want to say problems is the wrong word, but it comes with a whole host of different things. You change the way that you live your life because you've got this amazing small person in the world now.
Exactly. Absolutely. It can come with lots of uncertainty, can't it? And I think guilt at times, so whether you're doing the right thing. It's a really tricky time. And if you're isolated and you don't have a great support network already, who do you talk to about these things? So we recruit volunteers who will go into family homes every week for a few hours, and they're just there to stand alongside a family, give them some emotional support, and hopefully help that family to recognise the good job that they are doing.
Yeah,
always being a good cheerleader.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess that just offering that soundboard is sometimes the all that's needed, just to be there to, and we've spoken to sort of charities this week, and a familiar sort of theme is, and this is the maybe the British way of doing things, is popping the kettle on and gathering around and kind of just sitting there with a cup of tea and just talking about things. That can help immensely.
Yes, absolutely. And sometimes when I'm talking about Home-Start, it feels really simple what we do, but you're right, it can be completely life-changing for some of the families that we support. And they'll talk about being supported by Home-Start years later, and they'll still think of it as a really fond experience for them, such a positive time for them that allowed them to sort of grow into parenthood and feel much more confident with it. So yeah, it's an incredible charity to work for, and I'm really proud of the impact we have on the families that we support and the difference we make in our local community. And huge thank you to all of our volunteers, because they are absolutely incredible. They all completely sort of undervalue sometimes the difference they're making, but they are making such a huge difference.
Yeah, you often hear in lots of small charities, the volunteers are the beating heart of that charity, but they still come with statements like, oh, I'm just a volunteer, or I just put the kettle on and listened for an hour, and oftentimes don't even themselves realize the absolute incredible impact that they have on the people that they come into the lives of.
Yeah, and I think for the families we support as well, to have someone come into their home and actually care about them, that makes a huge difference, and that makes them start to see their worth, that they are allowed someone's time and they're worthy of it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I really love that point about volunteers, that already because you're doing such a selfless thing, I guess people that just go into it just going, oh yeah, but that's just what I do. And and you kind of forget that actually, like you just said, it's making a huge difference. It's making a life-changing thing. And although, it's not maybe the case of, going in and doing CPR on someone and saving someone's life then and there and going, oh, wow, I did that. The irony is that popping the kettle on, having a chat, nipping over and asking the simple question, how you doing today? You all right? That is as much as a life-changing thing for certain people as anything else.
Yep, definitely. Brings in that real human, authentic connection, I think, which is what we're all about.
No, for sure. And looking ahead, I sort of asked lots of charities and stuff this week about bits and bobs that are going to be happening that we can sort of see you at, be at, fundraising and what have you. Talk to me about Home-Start and what you've got maybe coming up in the next few months across the summer and what have you. What's going to be going on? Where can we come out and see you and do things like that?
Yeah, definitely. So we'll be at Play Days this year. So Banbury, People's Park, Bicester, the Garrison, and Chipping Norton Play Day. So definitely come and say hello to us there. We'll have some fun activities for children. The big thing for us in September is our next volunteer course. So we are always trying to recruit new volunteers and build our capacity so that we can support more families. So we'd love to hear from anyone who's listened to this today and thinks, oh, I'd love to give a little bit of my time. We do treat our volunteers really well, don't we? I think it's a great package of ongoing training and supervision, as well as obviously the opportunity to make a difference in your local community. So that's a big thing for us in the autumn, our next prep course.
Yeah, and more currently, as in this very week, since it's Small Charity Week, we have also been very fortunate to be chosen as one of the small charities participating in the Big Give, Globals Make Some Noise and NCVO match funding campaign. So we've got a Pink Hair Don't Care fundraising campaign going on at the moment. Check out our social media pages because we've got lots of fun things around that going on. And it basically is any small charity that's participating gets donations made by the public doubled by a champion funder. So if someone wanted to donate £5, that means £10 for us and so on. Which is extremely crucial for us to carry on doing what we do best, which is supporting families going through tough times.
And if we reach our target, Emma is going pink. So please.
Yes, that's the whole Pink Hair Don't Care means that if we reach our target, I will be dyeing these grey hairs pink.
Right. Well, there you go. There's a challenge enough.
Absolutely, there's an incentive there.
That is awesome. Well, look. Make sure you give very generously for that because that's going to be a look.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
I love that. Look, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been a real pleasure. Just finally, where can people find out a little bit more information about what's going on? Maybe websites and social media. I'm sure you're all over all of those.
Yeah. So our social media is updated regularly. So we're on Facebook and Instagram, Home-Start Banbury. You'll find us on there. And again, our website is www.home-startbanbury.org.uk. Again, that will be updated too. So yeah, please check us out.
Brilliant stuff. It's been great catching up with you both. Thanks for joining us on Small Charities Week. And yet again, learning about another amazing small charity here in Oxfordshire has been absolutely wonderful. Thank you both for your time.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Absolute pleasure. It's been a great week. We've really, really loved it. And we've found out loads more about incredible charities. And I'm looking forward to next year already, if I'm being brutally honest. Amazing stuff.